there, welcome back. So glad you could check back in for another video. Today I wanted to show you a different head of locks. Yes, this is not my hair. I wish I could say it was, but this is my husband's beautiful thick head of locks. And man, his hair is so thick. You can tell that it is time for a retwist because, you know, we can't even see his parts anymore at this point. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how I retwist his hair, and I'll also be braiding as I go. So I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks for braiding locks. This was earlier today. I did a little patch in the front, but I had to leave for a nail appointment, so I didn't get to finish. But just taking a look at the length of his hair, it's a lot. And he's over 6 foot, so he can get away with it. But I'm 5'2", and I feel like I would drown in all of this lusciousness. So looking up close, we can see that he has a really nice type 4. I'd say this is like a 4A curl pattern. His curls are very big and loopy, and it just makes these really gorgeous. Like if we look at the end of his hair, you can really see these big juicy curls. Like if he had an afro, he'd have such a nice, just juicy curly afro. Look at those little coils there. So a little background, he started his locks around 2010. So doing the math, that's a little over 12-13 years on his lock journey, and he has never cut them. And so this is all his growth from the entire time. And I started maintaining his locks about 2015 or 2016. He had an appointment with his loctician one day and she couldn't make it, and so he had asked me if I'd lock his hair or retwist his hair, and I've been retwisting it ever since. So we'll start this off by adding some water. He did wash his hair earlier today, but this is several hours later, so it's now dry. So I'm gonna apply some more water to this side, and then I'll go ahead and separate the hair with my hands and with my fingers, and I'll just see where the hair naturally wants to pull apart. Most of the hair is already in a lock, so you want to be careful not to pull any hair out of the lock. You just want to find your part, basically. So that's what I'm doing now, is just pulling hair out of the way and seeing where his natural part is. And I will go in with a comb in a moment, but I do like to start by using my fingers and just using my nails to separate the hair first. That way I don't run the risk of snagging his roots with the comb, because it can be very painful. So next I'll go in with this lock cream by Jamaican Mango and Lime. And this works great for his hair, and I'll just apply it to each side of the lock, the top, the bottom left, and the right. And I want to work that in with my fingers. And now that all of the hair is out of the way, I can go in with my comb. So I'll gently run my comb through the roots to just activate that product and help work it through. You can also use your comb to pull away any loose hairs that belong to the other locks nearby, because we don't want to grab those. Once all of the stray hair is out of the way, I'm going to comb through the roots gently 1 or 2 more times, and then I will throw this lock over my shoulder because it's so long, and I will proceed to twist. So I keep the comb in the base of his lock, and I begin to twist it around just a few times. Make a few rotations until the hair tightens up, and then you can remove your comb. And then you can use your fingers to just wrap around any excess hair that you have right there near the roots. And there we have it. So this lock is complete, and a lot of times I'll give it one more palm roll, and then I will just lay it over to the side until I'm ready to braid it. And we don't like our locks too tight, so even though I want to get it as tight as possible so it can have a clean look, I also make sure that it's not too tight to where it's going to create any bumps or any tension at the scalp. So we're pulling the hairs now to separate and prepare for our next lock. So I'll use my nails as a comb once again to just comb all of the stray hairs from the other locks out of the way and basically dig out my part. So his hair is so thick that you can't hardly see his grid when it's time to retwist. So I just keep digging and pulling hairs out of the way until I can see the full box that his lock sits on. I hope that makes sense. Also, I usually wouldn't start in the middle like this. I typically start from the back of his hair and work my way to the front, or I'll start in the front and work my way back, just depending how I feel. I'm only showing you the middle section of his hair because my tripod is too short to see the top of his hair. So I'm just showing you the back because it's the easiest for me to get up close so that you can see everything. So going back in with our product, we will add that to the base of his hair and just work that in. And you can also use this lock gel to hold down any other stray hairs nearby that are popping up. Like if the other hairs keep getting in your way, just go ahead and grab a little twist gel and just push those other hairs down. So as you can see, just adding a little bit of cream to the nearby locks just helps to smooth them and keep them down so you can see your part even better.
I just want to be the plug so my people can eat.
Listen long enough if you can love me. I'll be just yours. You can hold me. Even let you undress my mind. Save it, play it, watch it, then press rewind. I can give you what you need. I can give you what you need. Breathe me in, taste my words, let me blow your mind. I'll take you far, far.
So now I'm gonna prepare to braid. I am braiding as I go today because I'm lazy and I just don't want to wait until the end. Last time I retwisted all of his hair and I was so tired when I finished that I didn't braid it until 2 days later. So to avoid me doing that, I'm just gonna braid as I go. So a little tip to help braid locks is to twist the hair as you are braiding it. So twist, braid, twist, and then braid. So I'm twisting the hair away from myself, and that's just helping to keep this lock nice and tight and compact, so that when the hair is all done and braided, the braids are not too bulky. So I'm exaggerating my hand motions right now, making them very hard so you can see that I'm twisting, braiding, twisting, braiding, twisting, braiding, twisting, braiding. You get it. I kind of think it's funny that hubby has all of this hair and he actually doesn't like to style it, but I do understand because styles can be very bulky because his hair is just so dense and thick that when people do try to style it, it's just very bulky. So he typically doesn't like styles. He only likes his hair braided like this. and it's just nice and compact, and it makes his hair feel much lighter, and it's just easier for him to manage. Just because he does have so many locks, it can just be very heavy and they can get in the way a little bit. He has sat on them, he has closed them indoors, like so it can be very it can be a lot of hair to manage. And so having it in these braids really just makes it easier, and it feels like there's less locks, and it also just feels like less weight. So I braid down as far as I can until I can't go any farther, and then I will continue with a 2-strand twist, and I 2-strand twist as far as I possibly can. So I go all the way down and get all his hairs, and then when I can't twist anymore, I will grab a little oil and a little water, and I will just apply that to the ends just to help coil it. And once it's curled, it should stay. So I don't use any rubber bands at all. I don't use any bobby pins or anything like that in his hair. Nothing to keep the ends together, just the hair itself. It is curly enough that once you apply this oil and just give it a little finger coil, it should stay no problem. Fast forward, I went ahead and did the front left section of his hair off camera, so the entire front of his hair is complete, and now we just have this section here in the back left, so that's what we'll be working on. So you've seen most of the details, so I'll probably just shut up and let you watch as I finish and complete this section. Let's get into it.
I'm just trying to jump your bones. We don't gotta jump the broom, you know. I'm just trying to jump your bones. We don't gotta jump the broom, you know. Let me be the friend that you can keep. Pinky swear to keep you next to me, like a charm that fits your
quick little side note, I just wanted to say thank you guys for all the love that y'all show for my apartment. I see the comments. Y'all always talk about how nice this view is, and yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I love this place. I've lived here for 2 years, and this is actually probably the last time that you'll see this backdrop, because we did decide to go ahead and buy. So we bought a condo and we will be moving in just a couple of weeks. So I've loved this place. It's been great, but it's time for something new and it's time for some ownership. So yep, we gotta switch it up. So say goodbye to this view, because the next time you see one, it'll be from my brand new condo. Yay!
Maybe this fate was overdue. Baby, it's late and I'm confused. You showed me love that wasn't real. Can't teach yourself to be sincere. Where did I go? When did the sun rise? How did I fall? Got lost in the moonlight. Where did I go? When did I realize my love was on hold? So now this is goodbye. 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 This time my questions lay with you. Lay with you. Lay with you. 'Cause each time inside I play the fool. Silly boy, where did that man go? The one that hurt my soul. The one that hurt my soul. Now little man, I left you on your own. With the whispers on your phone. I've been asking all along. Where did I go? When did the sun rise? How did I fall? Got lost in the moonlight. Where did I go? When did I realize my love was on hold? So now this is goodbye. 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 Where did I go? When did the sun rise? How did I fall? Got lost in the moonlight. Where did I go? When did I realize my love was on hold? So now this is goodbye. Goodbye.
So if you see me keep popping up to see hubby's phone, he was just showing me all the cool restaurants that's in the area near our new place. He literally went on Google Maps and was like walking the street, which I think is so cool that you can do that. But yeah, can't you tell we're excited?
I was thinking about the times when I was weak and when I let you take advantage. Those were the times. Those were the times. the times when I became more stubborn, and when I decided that I was.
So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little more oil to his ends and to his scalp, and that will do it. That is it for this video. This is really the finished look. Everything is nice and clean and refreshed, but not too tight. No, it's not causing any tension. He's not gonna have any little pimples or anything like that, or any breakage from these braids. So thank you so much for checking back in with my channel and seeing hubby's log progress. And let me know if you want to see more videos about his hair or if you have any questions. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.